Hey everyone, welcome to this week's live. So this week, what we're going to be covering is how to stand out online, and then also how to attract high-paying clients, basically. So uh, today's training is, I'm just going to go straight into it so that you guys can get all the info. If you're in this group for the first time, firstly, welcome. Every Friday, 1 o'clock UK time, not 1 o'clock, sorry, 12 o'clock. I go live in this group, and then I'm always sharing a topic that either some of my clients have talked about or like where I think that's going to help you quite a lot. So just to give you an idea, if it's the first time you're in the group, I've helped close to nearly 300 martial arts school owners now, and the stuff I'm doing every day is what I'm teaching in this group. So let's get started. So today's one is how to stand out online. You know, how do you I was on a call yesterday with someone, and one of his biggest pain points was that he seems to be attracting all the freebie seekers. He seems to be attracting, he's just doing free offers all the time, and the kind of people he's getting is just not people that will sign up. And also, he's saying that he's got a lot of competition around his area, and he's just not being able to, attract the right kind of people. So I thought it'd be really good to actually, firstly, let me check I am live in the group so that you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, fine. Let me know in the chat. Just say yes or something so that at least I know that it's working, and you guys can hear me. So today's one, I'm going to get some, I'm going to get my screen up and actually go over this with you guys. Let's see. So that, yeah, you guys can hear me. Sweet. So, if you've had the same problem, if you've actually found that you're just seem to be attracting just freebie seeker kind of people, and you're not sure what to do, then this will help you define it a bit more and kind of give you more of a better idea as to what you can do. Great, awesome, you guys can hear me. Unfortunately, it's not saying what your name is, so I can't really say it. So, but anyway, thanks for letting me know on here. To get your name, I think there's a link above. You just need to click that, and it'll just let you put your link and your name on there. Cool. All right, let's get started with this. Where is share? What I'm going to do is share this. Hopefully, you guys can see this. Yeah. Cool. All right. So, how to stand out online and attract the right kind of. So, firstly, what I thought would be good is just to go over some mistakes that I see a lot of people doing. Now, this is where, I did a poll in this group a little while ago just to kind of get a gauge in like where is everyone at. Are there quite a lot of new starters? Are they, there's quite a lot of people that have 200 plus members. So obviously, some of this stuff's going to relate to people who have just started, and also to the ones that are already going. So, firstly, these are some things that I see people, spending a lot of time on, and just personally wasting your time. Really, biggest mistake number one is website. Now, I know this might be a bit shocking for me to say this, or for you to hear this, but your website is not I mean this particularly with lead generation. If you're just after leads and getting that, then having a website, you should have a website. I'm not saying you shouldn't. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're just starting out, or you're just actually thinking, okay, I'm going to spend the next 2 months just building my website, it's not time well spent, because a lot of people don't generate most of the leads from their website these days. Websites are more or less a great way for, it's a brochure, really. If someone wants to go and search you online. Now, I'm going to say a caveat here. If you're concentrating on SEO and doing that kind of way, yes, you need a website, you need that kind of stuff. But remember, SEO, you should definitely be doing. If you don't know what SEO is, it's search engine optimization. Basically mean you get ranked on Google. And yes, ideally you want to have that as well as paid ads. But if you're trying to figure out which one to do first, I always say figure out paid ads first, or organic marketing and social media marketing, because that's going to give you the results the quickest. And once you've got that working, then work on your SEO, because SEO takes a while. It can take 6 to 8 months. There's a lot of backlinking stuff. There's loads of things you need to be doing, Google Maps, all this kind of stuff. and it's a minefield. Now, why I'm saying a bigger mistake is the website. I mean this with particularly if you're just spending too much time on there. You know, if once you have your leads sorted and you've got like a predictable stream of leads coming every day, every week, then you've got time to spend on your website and make that better, because a website is not cheap. If you're going to do it properly, you need to spend 4 to 5k on it. You know, then you need investments on using an SEO agency to do stuff, or if you're doing it yourself, then you need time for content marketing. There's a lot of things that go into it. So this is why I'm saying it's a big mistake if you're going in this first, and then you're just wasting a lot of time. If you've got your if you got your lead generation source sorted with social media, then yes, this is a great avenue. Now, next one, uh, logo. A lot of people spend ages on logos. Yes, it can matter later on down the line when you're like Coca-Cola or something, but at the start, don't waste your time on it. Just create something. It's all about speed. You know, people, when you're one of the biggest things you will notice once you start getting into lead generation and you start doing landing pages and all this kind of stuff, your logo is going to be a lot of people make their logo massive. You don't need to. No one gives a shit about your logo, unfortunately. Is what I found works the best is just making your logo really small and then letting your page do the work for you. So yes, you should have a logo, but don't spend ages on it. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, Now, this next one, I know I'm going to get a lot of a lot of you guys in this group are not going to like this one. Um, is getting more certificates. Now, yes, I understand you need to train martial arts. You need to get, you know, whichever fitness business you're in. Yes, you need to build this up so you have credibility and all that kind of stuff. But you know, one of the things that you will notice when you're doing this is that when you're first starting out with parents, I mean, okay, let me put it as an example. The amount of people that I spoke to so far, this is one of the biggest pain points I've come across, is that they will say, I've spent 20, 30 years training, and then someone else down the road has just opened up and they got more students than I have. Now, yes, yes, training and everything, you should know your craft, you should know it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm saying is that when you're trying to build your business and you're trying to get this stuff, if you can start getting your lead generation source sorted, then yes, you concentrate getting more certificates. Like me, I think within the last year, I think I spent about close to 50, 60k on my own self education with this kind of stuff. You know, I've got loads of mentors, I've got loads of people that I'm learning from, and this is that kind of stuff that you need. Yes, but I'm saying is that when you're first starting out and you're trying to stand out online, you know, when you're trying to attract clients and stuff, I mean that particularly in that side. So yes, you should get more of this, but you know, don't spend a lot of time on that. Spend some time on your business side. So hopefully this is kind of resonating a little bit. I'm not trying to have a go at you guys. I'm just saying this is the kind of stuff that I've seen that is what most people are concentrating on. Another one, more followers or likes. No one really cares about likes. You know, it's not, it's more of a vanity metric. Yes, you should have more than 100. You know, you should have at least, you know, ideally the more the better. Yes, I get it. But you know, you don't spend more time on thinking about, oh, I need more likes on my page, because likes is not going to convert into members, it's not going to convert into income. So that's, I think that's pretty obvious with you guys. Most of you guys probably know this, but I speak to so many people that they're going, Swap, how can I get more likes on my page? It's not going to bring you more members, unfortunately. Yes, it will give you some credibility, maybe, but people will just look at it and go, okay, they got likes. But if you don't have a lead generation source, you don't have your offer right, you don't have a way to attract people, it's not going to help you, unfortunately. Next one. Now, this is going to be, I think you'll be surprised that I'm saying this one. Paid ads. Paid ads is what I'm all about. You know, tap system is all about paid ads. It works very, very well. You have that predictable, you know, members coming through. But one of the biggest things that I see a lot of people doing is that they'll go straight into paid ads without even testing their offer, without doing any research, without doing anything. And then this is why one of the biggest things that people say is, Swap, I don't have predictability, I don't have consistent leads coming in, is because and I've tried boosting, I've tried this and that. If this is you, let me know in the comments. But the thing is, what you're doing here is that you've just jumped a step and gone straight into paid ads without actually doing the research and finding out, especially in your area, why people would even come to you. So this is a very, very big mistake that I see. Ideally, what you want to be doing is going down the organic route and testing your messaging, testing your offers and stuff. And then what paid ads basically does, it just amplifies what you currently have. If you currently don't have any content marketing, any video marketing, any good offers out there, then paid ads is not going to be your solution, because it's just going to amplify what you're doing, which is not much, unfortunately. You'll just waste money, and you'll just find that some of your ads maybe work for like a few days, then they'll just stop suddenly. I'm sure you probably experienced this, or you'll just find that like especially right nowadays, boosting doesn't work that well for lead generation. I mean, particularly, it works very well for like brand awareness, by the way. So last one on these mistakes is cold DMs, direct messaging. Now, how many of you in are actually, let me just come back to the group and see if you guys can still hear me fine. Is this like resonating a little bit? Do you guys can see where these mistakes are? What we got here? Comment. Yes, SEO is great, but as you say, it takes 6 months to do well. If you have pain now, use paid. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So SEO, it depends on your location. If you're in a larger city, it will take longer than 6 months. But this is where you need to invest a lot of time, and not a lot, but you need to invest time on it and do it properly. But yeah, paid ads is first route, in my opinion. And then yes, SEO and all that kind of stuff definitely needs to be done. So yeah, yeah, you guys can hear me fine. So let's get back to this then. Now, cold DMs is basically just messaging people, randomly who've never heard of you. That I'm pretty sure. I don't know if any of you guys do this or not, but if you do, I'm pretty sure you not have too much luck with it, because at the end of the day, it's all about understanding the customer journey. If someone doesn't know you, they're not going to buy from you. Like, for example, very obvious one is in this group. There's quite a lot of you that are in here, and you obviously know me a little bit, but all the new people, especially, there's going to be a fair few new people joining soon, or if you are someone that's joined lately, you've probably never heard of me. So for me to even go around and say, look, join my tap system and do this, you're going to think twice, because you're like, well, I don't know who he is. What results has he got? Is he trustworthy? This is the same way as your parents, all your customers think exactly the same way. So if you're not showing them proof, if you're not showing them that you are an expert in martial arts and in teaching kids and showing them how to have discipline, all that kind of stuff, then they're not actually going to buy from you. They'll go to someone else. So this is why cold DMs don't work that well. If they don't know you, there is a strategy to use cold DMs, but what most people do is they just go straight for the sale. If you're on LinkedIn, you will notice this a lot. People just send you these long messages and say, look, do you want to buy, kind of stuff. Just doesn't work, unfortunately. So now let's get into what you should focus on then. So okay, I've told you all the pain, all the mistakes and stuff that I commonly see. So what do you focus on first? Now, hopefully you guys can see this. It's not too small for you. Let's see if I can make this bigger some way. But right, this first one. This is let me write it down first. Niche plus offer. What do I mean by this? This is basically, yes, you teach martial arts, but what I mean by niche is there's a lot. Okay, let me rewind back. So when I see most people doing ads, they try doing one ad for everyone. They're trying to attract families, adults, ladies, kids, all that from one ad. That doesn't work, because the thing is that you need to refine who your niche is, like who you're after. There's one guy in the tap system, all he does is just ladies. You know, he's got his thing, his messaging down to the point, and it's just like his offers work really, really well because it resonates to that audience. Now, if you're someone out there that you're trying to, I get it that you want to like obviously build your business, build your, you know, build, you do all of them, you know, you do adults, everything. You do kids, you know. One of the biggest things I can say to you is focus on one niche first, master that messaging, then move to the next one. Don't try doing all of it at once, and then and then having your offer more ideal for that particular niche. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it doesn't. I'll elaborate a bit more. But you know, I see everyone trying to do too much at once. You know, you're trying to go after all of them, or you're launching like 10, 15 ads and they all have the same messaging. You know, it's not how it works. You need to have stuff on there which will attract your ideal client. And then also you need to be specific, even to age groups. You know, for example, 30, someone in the 30s like me, you know, the messaging for someone attracting me is going to be totally different to someone that's in their 40s. You know, you'll be talking about kids more, you'll be talking about different things. Are you trying to attract 20s? You know, it's all about the language you put in the ads. This is what's going to actually attract the right person for you. So don't just try putting what I normally see everyone doing. Hey, come for martial arts, build confidence, build this. This is too general. Everyone says it. This is how you make yourself different. Um, Next one, why I let me see. Yeah, okay. So why it's I kind of already said it. Why it's important. That was what I had written down here. Let me skip that one. So you obviously can see why that's important. You know, it's because if you don't have this messaging right, you're just not going to attract the right person. Now, how do you? This is one big thing you'll see is once you niche down, you become an expert, basically in that niche. A very, very good example for you is like my tap system. I've used that across the board with clinics. I've used that with dance schools. I've used that with yogas, Pilates. Used this with gyms, obviously martial arts. I've even used it for attracting property investors. Marketing, once you figure it out, it actually works for pretty much any niche. But the way for you to like become an expert, yes, martial arts, but martial arts is it's also quite wide. You know, there's different styles, different things that you attract different kind of customers. Now, if you want to become if you want just leads coming to you really easily, and that whenever someone thinks about, you know, particular thing, they'll think of you. Then once you niche down, you'll find this will happen. For me, particularly, I niche down with martial arts. Now, in the industry, I find that a lot of people probably heard my name, they've seen my ads, they've seen something from me. So I'm getting more recognized. Like compared to 3 years ago, you know, there's a lot of people that didn't know me. So, but I found that the growth has been a lot quicker than me saying that I do, you know, all fitness businesses. So I'm trying to relate it with my own business so you can see how you can use it with yours. But for you to become an expert in your local area, to actually, you know, grow and get leads and, you know, basically grow your business pretty quick, niching down will help you massively. You'll become an expert in your niche for sure. Um, Next one, this one kind of I've already said, it helps you stand out. So obviously the title of this live itself, how do you stand out? It is to niche down. You know, is the next one is, yeah, this one's big one as well. Once you start figuring out who your ideal client is and who you're actually wanting to attract, then you'll find that creating content becomes a lot easier. um, Content marketing is something you need to be doing. If you're not doing it, then like please start, because it's going to make a big difference. This is content marketing for me. You know, if I don't tell you this stuff, how do you know that I know it? It's exactly the same what parents are thinking about you. If you don't tell them that you know this and this, then they'll just, this is how people see you as an expert in your field. Now, creating content, what I mean by this is that once you know that you're attracting, say, seven to like kids, I'll just use kids as an example, say 5 to 10 year olds. Now, if you're just talking about that kind of content, you know that what their pain points are, you know what these parents are struggling with, you know what you can actually say that's going to resonate with them. Now, if you kept your thing like I do kids from 4 to 18, can you see how much of it, how much harder it will be for you to do content? Because you're like, okay, what do I do content about today? Do I talk about the 17-year-olds? Do I talk about the 10-year-olds? Or can I? You can't really make one content that's going to be resonating for both, because a parent for a teenager is going to have different problems than someone that's younger. So this is how I'm trying to like say to you is, yes, you do them, you do that spectrum, but when you're actually focusing on one bit, you'll find that making this content is be a lot quicker. Once you see the content hitting the mark and you're getting leads from it and it's working, then you move on to the next age group, create content, and then you'll find it that within time you'll have just the right amount of content. You'll know exactly what works, and you'll be attracting all sorts of ages as well. So hopefully that helps. Next one, which basically just resonates with this anyway, is that finding clients slash members becomes a lot easier. And I'm sure you're all wanting things to be easier. You don't want to be on social media all day long. You don't want to be like frustrated with all this kind of stuff. So this is the kind of stuff you need to be focusing on. And just basically, once you do it, you'll find that it's not an immediate fix. If someone says that to you out there, that I'll do your marketing and within like 1 week it'll be sorted, unfortunately that's not true. Marketing takes at least 3 months for it. This is why the tap system is 3 months long, because it takes a bit of time. There's some areas that work really, really quick, and some areas take time. So but having the right structure and everything, and knowing what to focus on first will help you massively. So now, these are like probably the biggest things that I've come across that will help you with this, for you to attracting clients. Now, what I will do is the next one. I'm not going to go too much into detail with this one because it's a big topic. I'm going to probably do this as a live next week. But basically is offers. This is huge. This is something that you need to like master. Once you do, this is what's going to make the biggest difference for you. Offers is the reason. Like, so let me tell you a little bit actually about this, because it'll make sense. Is that when you have a right offer, okay, when you're on social media, you need offers. That's how you're going to attract them. That's how it works basically. If you're trying to do Google ads and stuff like that, it's different because people there already know this. They're actually actively searching for martial arts and this kind of. They don't really need like a big offer to attract them, to entice them. They're already like, okay, I'm already sold. I just want to find the closest place, the person that's the best qualified, if you want to call it qualified, and best person that's going to teach my kid. It's a different thing. So when you're on social media, you need offers. If you're not comfortable with offers, unfortunately, you will need it. So I've seen ads without offers that just don't work. Really, not as well. It can work in certain areas, but if you're having offers. Okay, let me say what offers are. Offers are when you're giving something for discount, or you're giving something that it doesn't even need to be a discount. One of the big things that we teach in the TAP system is offers, but is how you structure it, how you stack it, how you make it very appealing. So you just need to make sure that it's an I can never spell this. There you go. Irresistible offer. Make it like something that people will just go open their, I call it jaw-dropping offers, but basically you need after doing content and stuff, having irresistible offers is the way forward, is the way you're going to attract people, is the way that's going to take someone to take action. Because if someone's flicking through social media, for example, let me come back to me here. When you come back to your phone, you're flicking through, people are like going through very, very quickly. The thing that's going to attract them is an offer. Unfortunately, it is something that they'll go, wow, that looks great. It's called interruption marketing. That's what social media is. That's how you attract them. Okay, we've got a thing here. It's actually relevant, so I'll bring this up. How do you create a killer offer without attracting the wrong customers? Now, this is where offers doesn't mean you need to be the cheapest. This is the thing that a lot of people think, is that I need to be the cheapest in my area. I need to always have my offers free. You don't. An offer is something that is just looks like a good deal or looks very appealing. So to stop attracting wrong customers, um, it depends. You need to look into this bit deeper. I can't tell who this is, or so if it's someone that I know, I can make it a bit more. Oh, okay, it's Philip. All right. So Phil, so I would say like this depends. Like the wrong customers is, I mean, the best way for you to do is paid offers. Free offers do work as well, but the thing is that you'll get more volume than paid offers doesn't work in every area. So if you're trying paid offers in your area and it just doesn't work, then it just means that your demographic of that area just don't like to pay up front. So that you can't force them to. um there are a few other techniques that you can use to like make the quality of the person better. This is where, I mean, you'll understand this anyway. You need to better funnel. You need to take them through a better customer journey so that they understand you. So then for them it's more about it's what I find is that people will just put an offer out there and it's just free. And then this is why you're attracting freebie people, because they've literally just seen you. They don't know who you are. They just literally see a free offer and go, oh, I'll have this. And then they just don't convert. But when you have a proper funnel in place where people get nurtured and stuff, and they only see your offer after they know you, you'll find the quality will increase. So you don't really need a killer offer then. You just need a good offer. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if it does. But basically, that's how you do it. Is paid offers is one way, but you will find that when you run paid offers, your amount of leads will drop. Um, it depends. Every school I've worked with, some just love to do free offers, and it works really well for them. But if you're trying to, if you're saying, okay, I need to improve the quality more, then you need to make your funnel bigger, in the sense, not too big. You need to take them through a bit of a journey before they buy or they see your offer. Basically, that's the way. Um, but good question though. So if any of you guys got any questions, feel free, drop them down. Okay. Just for the record, our offers have always been poor. I know it's an area that needs work. Yeah, I mean, like you're without looking at what you've been doing, it's very hard for me to, give you more advice on it. But you know, offers, if your offers is something that definitely I would say, if it's probably the number one thing. If your offer is okay, I'd make this as an example. If you got like a really poor ad, in the sense where the copywriting is poor, it's not really that much or anything, but your offer is amazing, compared to where someone has amazing copy and the offer is just average kind of thing, the one with the best offer is going to win all day long, because it's the offer that makes the campaign. And a good offer will always win compared to a poor offer. So I see everyone doing it the other way around, and I think you already know this, but it's just like generally for people listening to this, is if you can understand off it, like try learning more about offers and then copywriting after that, then you'll see a big difference in your marketing. So it makes a big difference. So cool, awesome. So that is pretty much for today's session. I hope you found this useful. I didn't want to like pack it out too much, because I just find that if you put too much in these lives, firstly, you guys will just consume or info and just not take any action. Secondly, well, that's probably the main one, to be fair. So what I'd like you to do is, if you've liked this live, let me know in the comments. Put hashtag nugget and let me know one thing that has stood out for you today and what you're going to take action on. Because one thing I've noticed that's made a big difference for me in my own business is that to start not consuming too much content, but the stuff that I do, I just say, okay, out of this stuff that I've learned, I'm going to make sure I take action on one at least. It's the one thing, if you've ever heard about that kind of stuff. So let me know what's your one thing below, what you're going to take action with. It can be anything from what I've just said, and just do it. So Cool. Let me see what time. Yeah, so basically that brings the end. If you're interested in learning more about the tap system, you wanna have a chat with me, just put hashtag TAP below, and I'll just reach out to you in Messenger. We'll just have a chat. Don't worry, it's not a sales call or anything. Just me helping you basically. And hopefully you found this live useful. So what I'll do is let you guys carry on with your weekend. Start of the weekend, and yeah, just make sure you do one of the things from today's live, and I guarantee that it will help with momentum with your business. And one, if I was to say what one thing's helped me massively with my own, is the niching down thing. I just found that once I said yes, I'm going to just concentrate on martial arts, everything just changed with my own business. Don't get me wrong, I do other niches as well now, but for me to get that massive explosive growth, basically I hit six figures within 1 year. You don't get that kind of growth really if you don't concentrate on one thing. So if you want like to make sure you get leads coming in, good quality leads, just make sure you niche down, because when you use the right language with the right people, you will attract them rather than just freebie seekers, so to speak. So awesome, guys. Have a great weekend. I will catch you in the next live next week, where I'll be talking more about offers. Probably I'll have a think as to how to make that really good for you guys. So have a great one. Catch you all then. See ya.